I remember back when I was just a child. I was born in August 1920, back in the Great Depression. Those days when the only thing I cared about was the piano. I remember those terrible dust storms. Growing up in the Dust Bowl was not fun, but of course everyone knows that. My parents wanted a boy, but they got me instead. I remember when I was invited to play in the President's Ball. I can't believe I actually thought the president would be there. I was so optimistic back then. All those dust storms and deaths, but I kept fighting through it. I remember competing against Mad Dog. I was so ready to go up and impress everyone there. The one terrible day happened. I killed my mom. I swear I thought the kerosene was water, but it wasn't. I threw it on her to try to put out the fire, but instead I killed her and burned my fingers. I miss my mom. She was my only mom, and no one and nothing in heaven or earth could change that. The only thing that could have soothed the pain was gone. I couldn't play the piano. After Ma's death, Dad completely shut down. We didn't talk much after Ma's death. It was tough for our family, but it didn't ruin us. We still lived on. I remember seeing my neighbors move away. I remember wishing I could go with them, but what would have happened to Dad? We didn't talk at dinner. I wanted to be my mom, but I was too much like my dad. Those were the dark years of my life. It's hard to remember those times because I didn't do much. Same routine almost every day. I tried to play the piano, but it just stung. It hurt real bad. I remember playing a big contest when I was little. I went to the Palace. It was a beautiful stage, and I was ready to compete playing the piano. I got up on that stage and just played. I played better than I had in a long time. My fingers didn't burn when I was up on that stage, playing. Everything felt perfect. I remember when my dad went to night school. He wanted to get a degree so he could go into a better job with the fields not producing anything due to the dust. He met a woman there. Then one day it happened. Black Sunday, a day that will live in infamy. The dust came that day. It was so thick I couldn't even see the brim of my hat. It covered up everything, almost like a huge dust monster. It was scary, but we got through it. My dad met a woman in night school. Her name was Louise. She stayed by my dad in the days I was away. She talked to him, and he was comfortable around her. She decided to be my new mom, and I loved her, but she still couldn't replace my original mom. Everything turned around after that. I was able to play piano again, and everything was going just about perfect. And I was happy. I never would have thought all those years ago that this moment could ever happen, but I was happy.